The killer instinct. That's what I meant to say. The killer instinct is there. My brain was thinking video game, and I was right.
All right, here we are back into this game. We are in game number 4 in this best of 5 series, which I need to change right now. Our Protoss hero off racing as Protoss, manning as Zerg. Actually, that kind of gives him probably a really big edge since he understands it from a ZVP perspective. Now he can approach it from a PvZ perspective and use that. Anyways, he is our Protoss hero, spawning as pink in the bottom right side of the map. And his opponent,
in the top left of KK, is the orange Zerg player, Myrault. Yeah, I feel like Myrault's problems in that last game was mostly just having the right composition and engagements. I felt like his macro was really spot on.
yeah,
He had some big armies to deal with Franscar, but just the storms wrecked him, the dragoons wrecked him. Bringing the observers along dealt with his lurkers fairly easily as well, and that was it. The game was dropped.
Apparently Fighting Spirit? What? Fighting Spirit was based off of the last mission in StarCraft campaign?
StarCraft campaign. StarCraft.
Okay, I know the last StarCraft Brood War map. I remember that one for sure. I don't think it was...
Like the original StarCraft campaign? That was the one where you were, God, what was that? Where you were Terran
and
Protoss working together against Zerg, right?
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool.
Yeah.
No medics,
that was a lot of fun. Yeah, no medics. It was rough. It was rough for those bio units, for sure. I'm trying to remember what that map looked like, and I guess it was kind of like Fighting Spirit. I don't know. Whatever. No big deal. Both players scouting around. Haven't found the other one yet, though. That's kind of sad. Doing their best. Actually, have they? I'm a liar. They totally have. Looks like Franscar has found the Zerg player, but not the vice versa until just now. There we go. Pops up. Everyone is happy. Overlord scouts on their way.
I like this beautiful black square in the middle of the map, the mini map.
I know, it's like a
Beautiful.
like a weapons depot or something. Like there's missiles in there.
Yeah, except that one Overlord's ruining everything. Shame on you, Overlord. You ruined
Bad
a piece
Overlord.
of art.
Bad.
Tisk tisk. Shame.
Ding. Gonna try to take that third base up at the top. Is that drone from Myrault? And there it goes. Pops right on down on that mini-map, as you can see. Walling off with the forge, with a pylon, with a cannon, and a gateway is our friend Franscar. So pretty much a carbon copy of what we've seen the first 3 games. Both players playing very standard. Don't want to lose to anything crazy. Doing what is comfortable to them. And that's what we like to see in matches like this, especially one where the Zerg player Myrault goes home if he's not very careful and makes very good engagements. And kind of improves on that from game number 3.
Yep. So it looks like everything is going as standard as it possibly could, just like last game. Good to follow us up with the gas. Or Protoss opponent is getting, or Protoss is getting the gas. And Alert Tech is on the way for our Zerg hero. Taking the third base here with the plentiful amount of mineral patches, 8 mineral patches and 1 gas. Keep in mind that naturals only have 7 mineral patches.
So does that encourage you to kind of take a riskier expansion farther away from your main?
Yeah. I mean, in terms of map design, sometimes they'll make the natural. They'll fluctuate between 7 to 9 minerals. I mean, they'll give you 9 mineral patches if it's a really easy natural to take, and the rest of the bases are hard to take. They'll give you 7 if it's a really easy expansion to take, and the other bases are also easy to take, or something like that.
Gotcha.
But yeah, that's there's a lot of thought put into map design, and you can see it just by looking at the mineral patches. You can really kind of get the idea of where map makers are really getting with their what direction they're going with their maps.
For sure. A lot of work goes into it.
Yep, for sure.
All right, production tab. We do see speed coming up for those Lings. The Spire just now getting planted for Myrault. Franscar going to ahead and get that Twilight Council, as well as a just a Zealot and that +1 upgrade for the ground. So nothing too crazy here as well. Macro Hatch coming here at the 3rd for Myrault. Interesting play. There's the Spire getting made at the same time. Probably going to see those Templar there are so effective in that PvZ matchup. Hydra's getting built as well from Myrault. At least the Hydra Den is on its way. I have to imagine he's going to get Hydras with that kind of a tech choice. And yeah, both players just content to kind of sit back. No early pressure coming up as well. This isn't quite StarCraft 2, where if you don't harass Zerg, you're just going to get overwhelmed by a huge amount of units in the mid game there. So
Yeah.
kind of feel
Now,
free to sit back.
interesting enough, Myrault here is using Nurturing Swarm, aka it's going to speed up the production, or how quickly the spire is completed. And if you look over in Franscar's base, he doesn't actually have a Stargate. So the one time he skips down Stargate, his opponent opens with mutas.
Yeah, so interesting play there. A bit of some mind games for sure. Not quite sure. Franscar is just guessing here. I guess he is. He hasn't really scouted for a while since that early scout, but in the end, these mutas could cause him some trouble with that harassment in that mineral line. Try to take down some of his Templar, try to snipe things off as well. There are Scourge on the way. Again, maybe a blind choice. There's really not anything for them to kill, but just in case there is something, the Scourge are ready to go.
Yep. Now this is a pretty deadly attack. That's a lot of Zealots off of 2 gates, and they're going to get the +1/+1 complete, or +1 and charge complete. So yeah, these are going to be some real man lots moving across the map here. But at the same time though, mutas, or Hydras are being produced, but no mutas are on the way, despite the fact that there was a Spire that was that had Nurturing Storm mutas in it.
Yeah, pretty much I guess use them for Scourge. No big deal. Lurker Den being morphed in here as well. Lings and Hydras trying to deal with this number of Protoss Zealots. I don't know if it's going to happen. Zealots very strong against both of these units. Here we go. Using the Spine to help as well. Queen at the same time is enraged. Going to force these Protoss Zealots on back. Wait for reinforcements possibly. I don't know. There are a couple more Zealots coming out here. Heading on out to try to take down the third base. Where are they going? Just trying to find, I guess, optimal engagements wherever they can be, and at the same time trying to kill bases, if at all possible. And yeah, going to sit on top of this ramp. No number of Lings is going to get through there, but the Hydras at the bottom are going to take care of them quite nicely if they stick there for too long. So being very active with these Zealots, kind of trying to group them up as best they can. Don't want to attack their Lings. Hydras as well, attacking. Production tab shows we are actually upgrading or getting a robo facility from Franscar. Hydras doing a lot of damage against these Zealots as well. Zealots decided enough is enough. Wasn't able to do as much damage as we wanted, but we'll head on home and try to sacrifice our lives for ire at a different time.
Uh-oh. Franscar has AFK probes in his main base.
No.
That's huge.
No,
That's
what?
so bad.
Why?
That's so bad.
Is that just a missed rally? What happened?
Oh my, no, it's not a misrally. I think I don't know what happened. Oh man, that's
he wasn't
actually
under,
awful.
Was he under attack?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Though that is huge, huge for Myrault. I mean, you don't want to win because your opponent screwed up, but at the same time, I guess you'll take it.
Yeah, that's it's about
Wow.
9 workers AFKing. That's pretty unfortunate.
He has to notice that his income is a lot less than it should be. Look at that. Look at that income tab right now.
Oh,
there
yeah,
we
he
go.
finally notices it. He's probably having that
boy.
oh crap moment in his head right now.
I hope that wasn't enough to kill him. That would be sad. All right, either way, the mutas are on their way out as well, coming right on in for that harass. The attack at the front door at the same time the mutas are attacking at the back door.
No!
Immediate Templar snipe there. Huge pickup by the mutas. Well played. Trying to get another one. Yes, they do manage to. Another storm goes down. The mutas are willing to sacrifice themselves to kill those Templars, and they do. They do manage to get every single Templar that was on the field, I think. Yeah, no more left. No more Templar. Oh, no. For Franscar, this is not looking good for our Protoss hero. Trying to snipe down that forge as best they can. The Dragoons and the Zealots come out. In response, though, the mutas overhead doing tons of damage at the same time, getting the cannons down, immediately burning them down is a very nice pickup. Going to try to get this forge before that upgrade finishes, and they're going to get it. It's not even going to be close. Boom. Forge destroyed. Myrault says, job well done. We're going to back out just a little bit. No reason to overcommit here.
Yep. At the same time, Myrault here, capitalizing on this pressure, is now going to take a 4th base down the bottom left side. He can easily SimCity this and take the base behind that as well. And our Protoss hero here is stuck on 2 bases still, using his Dragoons instead of Stalkers to deal with the mutas and the Zerglings and even the Hydras as well. I feel like Stalkers would be a better unit to choose in this situation. He's using the Energize on the pylons to energize his Dragoons and bring back his shields. Very nice.
Yeah, very nice play.
Yeah, that's once again the Zerg is going to back up here, regroup, attack once again with these Zerglings. The Dragoons, keep in mind, are not very good against Zerglings.
No, absolutely not. Lurker's going to burrow here right on top of the front door of Franscar. That
Oh,
is
he's
a
trying to
dangerous
snipe down the
position
lurkers, but he can't. Ugh.
for them to be in. The Lurker is just constantly burrowing their spines in everywhere. Is there anything that can detect them? There's a photon cannon in the back. Is there an observer on the field? There is an observer somewhere. I don't know where it is, but Franscar calls the GG. Myrault is victorious. Woohoo!
And we're going to game 5.
We are not messing around, that's for sure.